Hi, thanks for checking out the video. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Hello friends and students, let's study the song. Okay, I have transcribed this piece in the meter of 4/4 in the key of F minor. Let's learn to play the guitar introduction or background chords that are used for the singer at the beginning. So first, let's learn the basic chords without any fancy picking or strumming or anything, and then we'll add the picking pattern once we block out or train our fingerboard hand the chords. So chord number 1 is F minor 7. Let's hold that for 2 beats. 1, 2, and then you switch to C minor 7. 3, 4. Okay, well, now move down to first position, and I'm using the same chord I used for F minor 7, but down here in first position, we'll call it B flat minor 7. Now this next chord, I'm calling it F minor over A flat, or F minor / A flat. Okay, you can see what it is. So I'm going to count to 4, and we'll play each one of these chords for 2 beats, and that will give us the basic progression for the first 2 measures without any fancy picking. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now we have to add some figuration or some picking. Alright, so the main thing is when we begin with the F minor, we want to hear the melodic activity of G rising to A flat. Okay? But within the chord. So in other words, you make your F minor 7, but you remove the second finger from the second string so that we can play the chord and then hammer on to fret number 9 with the second finger on the second string from 8 to 9, okay, with the chord. After that, you play the upper voices, meaning like the top 3 strings of the guitar, okay, and then you come back and emphasize the interior voices, meaning string 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we have F minor 7 with a hammer on, then playing the upper voices, string 1, 2, and 3, and then playing the interior voices, meaning string 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let me put that together in slow motion. 3, 4. Okay, now let's mention one thing. In order to really understand this with exact precision, I will refer sometimes to the counting method of 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. This way, when we divide the beat, we will be able to put these notes very precisely without guessing, or these chords and strums that way. Alright, so we have 3, I'll demonstrate again in slow motion. 3, 4, 1 E, 2 E. Okay, now you can add a percussive stroke on beat 2. Let me demonstrate. 3, 4, 1 E, 2 E. So you hear me on beat 2. I'm accomplishing this by letting the right hand fall on the fingerboard or the strings. My fingers are curled in slightly just to give a nice flat surface there. And in the left hand, or the fingerboard hand, you release the pressure of the chord, which helps ensure a percussive sound that doesn't get any overtones. Right, we don't want that right now. Okay, so with the we had an F minor 7 chord that lasts for 2 beats, and now we've added some figuration and a percussive strum. Let me do it one more time in slow motion, and then we'll move on. 3, 4, 1 E, 2 E. Now we're going to move to the C minor 7. And on C minor 7, I'm playing the chord, meaning with my right hand, you can do it with a pick too, but with my right hand I'm playing string 6, 4, 3, and 2. Now, the important thing is to, let's say, often the highest voice is going to really be of consequence. It's very important. So notice my highest voice is on the second string there. Okay, so we're on C minor 7. This is beat 3. And then on 3, E, and I'm playing my upper voices, meaning moving the top voice from number 8 on string 2 to number 8 on string 1. So we had 3, 4. And then on beat 4, the percussive stroke. So that was pretty detailed and a lot's going on there, but we can kind of just copy that pattern in the next measure. Even though the chords are different, a lot of the figuration or the right hand picking, strumming is the same. Or the strumming, some of you are opposite hand, I realize that. Okay, so let me review all of measure 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E, 2 E, 3, 4. Again, 1 E, 2 E, 3, 4. Okay? Now, as I said, we can drop our F minor down to first position. It becomes a B flat minor 7 now. And all that figuration that we did up here on F minor, let's just duplicate it down here in first position on B flat minor. Okay, so that gives us, makes it easy. Now when we move to this chord, what's going on here is I'm using this embellishment. So again, I'm gonna think of just the melody now. So that's B flat with a quick slur or hammer on to C. So I'm referring just to the melodic activity now. That's on string 3. It's fret number 3 with my first finger going up to fret number 5 with my third finger. B flat to C. And then back to B flat, as in 1 E and 1 E and Now I'm combining that with the, or harmonizing it, as you will hear on the recording, as they do, with a flat on string 4 with the second finger, and a F on, excuse me, I said a A flat on fret 4 on string 6, and an F on fret 3 on string 4. We have to be very precise. So you hear the melody. Now I'm going to hear the melody with the chord. Okay, then you add a percussive stroke on beat 4. 3 E and 4. 3 E and 4. Now we have all of measure 1 and 2. Okay, I will review. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let us move to this D flat major 7. Then after that comes, all right, first I would say, you know, there are really 2 guitar players going on there, and the one guy holds the chord and the other guy does these artificial harmonics. But let's just talk about those for a second. So that's the cool part, right? We want to learn that. So you have the D flat major 7, and then there's this melody. Let's see if I can do it. Excuse me. Okay, so first let me tell you what's going on in the fingerboard hand. You're playing fret 4 on the second string, which is E flat, and then moving to fret 3 on the third string, which is B flat, and then back to E flat. So now there's 2 more notes on the first string. It's finger 3 at fret 3, that's a G, and then an F. Okay, so now what you do with the right hand, or the picking hand, is over here, the first note is on string 2 at fret number 4, right? That was an E flat. So you add 12 to that. Stick with me, we'll figure it out. That's number 4, so I'm going to go up here to number 16, right? Excuse me. On string 2, number 16. I finally got it for you. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm placing my index finger directly above fret number 16. We're discussing how to make artificial harmonics. And this is an important point. Normally, if you want to play a note, you play right behind the fret, right? We know that. But to do an artificial harmonic, you put your finger directly above the fret without pressing down. You put your finger directly above the fret without pressing down. Now what I mean is I have to put it exactly 12 frets higher than wherever it was held down here. Oh my gosh, this is rocket science. So here I'm holding fret number 4, therefore I must add and hold that number 16 here. Okay, so there's number 16, not behind the fret, right above it. I've got my finger resting right above it, and then with the remaining finger, with my ring finger, I'll pluck the string. Okay, so that's the complicated stuff there. Now we're going to move to string 3. Referring back to this hand, it was on fret 3, therefore 12 plus 3 is 15. Yes, I'm a musician, but I can do some simple math. Okay, so that equals 15 up here, and I'm on string 3. You touch directly above the 15th fret and you pluck the string on the other side of your finger. I mean, you're holding number 15 here, but you must pluck the 15 to the other side, towards the bridge. Okay. So now if you repeat that process on each note, you will get the result. Okay, so we had to move back to the E flat on string 2. For G on string 1, I'm holding it at fret 12, so there we go. We will be at number 15. And then for the F note, I'm holding at fret 1 on string 1, and that would be at fret 13. Okay? So we had... So there's the fancy stuff, okay? That gives us the first 5 measures. I will review, but let me go in slow motion. Okay, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now moving on. The next 2 measures, measure 4 and 5 are the same as measure 1 and 2. Okay, measure 4 and 5 are the same as measure 1 and 2. Now we're getting close to being done. Move to position 6 with this B flat minor 7 chord, and I'm using my right hand in this way of playing string 6, 4, 3, and 2. Again, the importance is being aware that the top voice in this case is number 6 on, and then you add your chord, and then we're moving to the upper voices. So you're hearing the F, B flat, okay, F, B flat, F. Then move the chord in your left hand up a whole step from B flat minor 7 to C minor 7, and you play that same sort of right hand figuration, which was to play with the top voice being on string number 2, and then the top voice being on string number 1. Okay, so let me review this. This was measure 6. All right. If we take a simple review, it's just B flat minor 7, C minor 7. Okay. Now I will add the figuration and the percussive strumming. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we are done when we move back to that D flat major 7 with the fancy artificial harmonics. Okay, so I will go in slow motion and do the whole thing, and then we have finished. Okay, counting to 4, 3, 4. Okay, that's it. So if you need to review, you can just check out the sheet music that I have included with this video. So with these items, I hope you will have the tools to study well and have fun.